10:30 or so, but it's a busy morning, so sorry for the delay. For those of you who are used to popping in at a certain time, I'm curious about this. I've wanted to look inside this thing for a long time, and I don't know if there are people out there that's wondering about this or maybe having issues with it. I could tell you this, I haven't seen a lot of people bring it in for certain issues. I've had the upright version of the steamer. Either the belt broke or, and let me just change the view on this so I can see what I'm talking about here. All right. Let's see, let me see if I move it right about here. There you go, that's good. So, and then also I had where it, let me see, one of them wasn't spraying. We had a spray issue, but as for this portable one, I haven't run into. Now, the normal issues with the portable cleaners in the past has been no spray or the hose is cracked or something. Those are like the normal issues. All right, suction is normally easy, so let's start taking a look at this. All right, this is a basic clean water tank, a dirty water tank, I mean, has a floater on it, so if the water start to kind of get to where it's too much, this floater is going to pop up. This black floater right here is going to the water's going to keep pushing it, and it'll cut off your suction. All right, so, and that's there to protect your motor from sucking in the water. All right, so that's basic. Let me see if does this come off? Let's see if the top of this comes off. Looks like it's sealed on here. Yeah. All right. What's actually better about this one though, is that the max line is further up. My complaint with these guys have been in the past is that the max fill line was normally down here. Okay, so the way the floater was designed was the floater was longer, so the moment the water just get to this point, it already filled the tank and people had to keep dumping. So this is a positive. All right, the fact that it's up top, it's close to the top of this thing, is a positive. All right, so give that a thumbs up. Okay, hey, give the video a thumbs up, by the way. All right. Let me see if I can see anyone that's in the house. Is that Rudy? Yo, Rudy, what's up, Rudy? Hold on, let me put this over here. I'm going to shrink down my screen so I can see what's happening. And let me pull up one more. Just give me a second, guys. I want to make sure that I can see anyone that may have a question, comment, or something of that sort, all right? And then I'm going to open up this thing because I want to see what's inside. When I say I've never opened this before, I've never opened up this one to see what's inside. So we're going to do it real quick. I don't have a whole lot of time today, so that is going to be a nice quick show. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to open up the other feed. This is the mobile, okay? So we have a mobile feed and we have an overhead feed. Brienne! Hey, so Rudy's over here with Brienne. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Let me shrink this one and I'm going to close this up. Okay, good. So now I can see both sides of the feed. Okay. All right. Brienne sent party hats, 20 jewels. Thank you. So you're saying that you never opened one of those. Say it again, right, Brienne? Thank you very much. You're awesome. I love sense of humor. Guys, Brienne gave me this crazy riddle today. Let me, where's my drill? Had me on the floor, me back to math class, and reminded me that I should have paid more attention in math. And it's funny, someone was saying that a lot of the time, the guys who excel in the reading, they struggle more in math and vice versa. I was like a B student in math. I wasn't super, but I was, man. Give me history. Reading. And reading. I absorbed the story. I knew how to absorb the story. That's for sure. And then now I just count dollars and cents. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Trying to get these guys out of here. Give me a second, guys. Let's find out which ones are important. Okay, look like the black ones. I'm just taking these apart here. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm thinking I would have to take this off. I'm thinking I would have to take this one off. Now, I'm already expecting that there's going to be a circuit board up top here somewhere. I'm already expecting that. I don't know if there's some screws back here in the handle, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have to pop it apart. So right now, I'm just going to remove the obvious looking ones, okay? Let's see. Okay, this can come up. I'm not going to pull too hard, though, because I don't know if I'm yanking something out of whack here. Okay. How much more can I pull? All right, this looks like it's the motor in this section. Okay. And just taking my time, because you pull too hard and you can just rip something out of place and mess up your whole day. Okay. All right, I just kind of peeled it back a little bit. It's still, there you go. There you go. You see that? So, all right. Okay. I'm assuming then this is the heater. Let me raise up this. Someone who might be looking at this down the road here. All right, we have hated history and geography in the past. Then give science. Yeah, science was good. Yes. Let me write. Show numbers. Yeah. Well, but how's this? Both of my boys are heavy number guys. But one loved reading more than the other. One loved reading more than the other. And you know what's funny? Tell me if you guys know this. A lot of, and I think it's because of the devices now, but a lot of the kids they can't sit and watch a movie for a long period of time. At least my boys, everything it's got to be quick. They can't. They used to love going to the movies because it wasn't even that. It was. They were always like this. They used to love going to the movies, and then all of a sudden, they didn't like going. They can't sit and watch a movie for a long period of time. I may have to go through this at the bottom, guys. That's what it looks like here. I may have to go at it from the bottom. Now this can come up, but let me see. So Adrian said, so what you're saying is, it's like, you're going to say it one more time, Wayne? See, you want friends like that, man. That is what it's all about, bro. They'll call you on it. Let me take this out. Let me see what's out. And you don't know that, and you can't take jokes if everything is too sensitive for you, you know? You can't take poking. We can't even blame the kids. I'm telling you. I think it's us. I think we made our kids a little softer as a result. Let's see. Okay, let's see now if this comes up now. Let's see. Something tells me I'm gonna have to remove this from here. Something tells me. I may not have to, but. And I shouldn't have to, I'll be honest with you. Let me go underneath then. Let me see if underneath is holding this guy in. Wow, there's a lot of screws. Tons of them. God, man. So if I wanted to change the hose, I would have to go from the bottom. And there's a screw right here. Let's see it. Let's go for it. I just don't want to open up something and then you didn't need to. You know, they'll be like, I didn't even need to do that. Okay, 1. Let's count. 2. Yeah, it's more of a steamer, Rudy. Okay, now this is heavy. These are, so the ones on the inside are bigger screws. So this little thicker screw right here, okay? The ones on the inside of this thicker, and the ones on the outside are the skinny guys. Okay. Where's my magnet? Where's my magnet? I already hear Brianne right now. I hear the bubbles in her brain going off. Where's Wayne 2? I got a machine up there. That was a crazy ass thing, and it took me a minute, Brianne, to even start thinking about the math that would go along with that, proportions and everything else. So this is what she told me, right? This is what, if I can read it out to you guys. It was, let me see if I can remember it. You have 100 people in a room. 99% of them is left-handed. How many people would have to leave the room to get it to 98%? I think I'm remembering the puzzle right. Is that right, Brianne? Is that right? Yeah. I was always like that. You know where reading started for me, Brianne? Comic books. I mean, you read it in school, you know. I'm talking about liking it, like enjoying reading. Comic books. I wasn't the fantasy, the romance novel reader type of stuff. That was like, I always thought that was like for women, you know. Don't be mad at me. You know, like Fabio, you know, you see those guys. But I would draw Fabio though. You know what I'm saying? Because he always had the shirt off. He was always like that, and his hair was always like that. So I was like, oh, that's a good character. I could draw that and make it into a superhero, you know. But I wouldn't read the novels like that. No. All right, come on, Wayne. One more. Let's see what this thing looks like. So like I said, all the skinny screws, the little tiny slim screws are on the outside. And the chunky ones are on the inside of this thing here. There's one more. Golly! Ay, one more screw. Here we go. Let's see if this comes off the bottom. Don't wait. Tell me, is there one more? Coño, there's one more. Yeah. Don't tell me. There's one more. What the frig? Before I do anything, let me look again. You would think I would learn by now. Okay, I don't think there's any more. Okay. Let me. I just want it to fall out. I don't want to lose it by accident. I don't want to lose the screw by accident. Give me a second. Okay. So, what do we have under here? Look at this. So, it looked like you don't even have to take anything off the top, it seems like. Right? To change the pump. Right? Look at, you have 2 pumps here. Okay? You have 2 pumps, 1 and 2. Major, large pump. This looked like it's for the hose. Okay? Yep. for the hose. Are these guys sharing water? What's this? Let me see. Okay, so suction is here. The suction is generated here, and it goes up, hits the tank, comes through here to suck up the water. See that? Water comes up, water gets sucked in, and gets distributed inside the tank. But this pump, this here, what is this for? Is this shearing suction? Oh, it's shearing suction. This is a suction hose. I think that's what this is. I think this is a suction hose, guys. It might be. Let's see. It looks like a water hose, though. But why is it connected to the duct? Give me a second. I gotta open this. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I don't get like a I shouldn't say that. I didn't check to see if there's a repair. What do you call that? I'm a mystery novel girl. Are you really? Romance is trash for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, mystery's good. You know, mystery's good. You know. And then I became more of a like a sales manual type of stuff. You know, the moment I got into work, I would read. You know, I would read those closing books and you know, stuff about focus and goal setting. You know, stuff like that. Then management books, and then Bible stuff. I used to tear up a Bible, kind of learning the different parables and all that stuff. Let's see how this would work. So if I was going to replace this hose, there are two screws that hold this in. Gosh, man, I tell you, they need more screws. They don't have enough, Brianne. They don't have enough screws. I swear they need to do one more. One more screw would do. Okay? These little black ones here are for the hose. Okay, let's go all the way in. So if your hose break, you go through the bottom. You're going to have to disconnect your tubing. And I'm wondering if the tubing here comes. So this looked like it's the hose, the water's coming through here, pumped out of here, and is going through here. This looked like it's for steam, possibly. Okay, this will be for steam. That's what it looks like. Okay. The clean water. Huh. They got a couple of things going on here that I'm not sure about yet, guys. Give me a second. Come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here already. It's not coming out. Give me a second. So this is kind of what I would have to go through. Here we go. Okay, so you see the two ports? One port is for steam, one is for the water. Okay? All right, so you got two ports here. So you can have an issue with your steam, but the water still run. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. But I want to know why is this even needed? You see that? Can I lift this up? Yes, it's held in by a clip. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is your pump. Here it is. All right. It's a suction hose. I knew it. All right. I knew it. It's a suction hose. Okay. It's a suction hose because really you're pulling water out from your clean water tank. Right? But where's the water going? Where's the water hose beyond this? Ah, perfect. I see it. I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. It's right under here. So you pull the water out of here using the suction. okay, using the suction, right? Pump, pump, pump. It pumps it this way, and it hits right here. And it goes into this. You see that? And it goes into this, right? And it goes and it comes here, and that water also gets distributed to this guy. And this water goes through the hose and gets spun out. But the water goes in, and it's also mixing with the steam. It's making steam. See that? So let's ha 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 ha. Okay, let me see. That's clever. It's a clever unit. So now here's a question: if I wanted to replace my my heater coil, my steamer, how would I do that? Okay, because replacing a pump should be okay. So they look like they really need to use two different pumps. You know, interesting. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess so, because if it cycles through here, you're gonna need some extra force to push it up into the hose. You pulled it out. Okay. You pulled it out. Right? This is the clean water area, right? Yep. This is your tank. This goes here. Okay. I'm just talking to myself as this is how I reason when I'm trying to figure stuff out, and it makes it easier for me also to communicate what I'm thinking with you guys. So just don't mind me too much on this. I even draw like that. Okay. like I'm instructing myself as I'm drawing. All right, this is what you gotta do. You gotta make sure you put some paint here. You know, I do that to myself. So the water's being pulled out, right? Okay, water's being pulled out. All right, and all right, I'm trying to see if because it doesn't look like a solenoid. That's what I'm saying. It looks like a pump. Okay, solenoid is built different, and these look like pumps. These. And I don't even, let's see if I can get schematics on this damn thing. Where's the model? Let's see if we can pull up schematics. This model number is 3605, right? Right. Let me see if I have schematics on it. 3605. Give me a second, folks. 3605. Let me just see if I can get the schematics. Okay, so our normal quick go-to for this don't have it, and we just got re-hooked up with our Bissell service site. So I have to try to save my my login again, all over again. Hold on. Come on. How far back I have to go here? All right, I'm almost there. But wait. This. Let me see. Redirected. Okay, I'm on. Awesome. Okay, let me save this address and edit the other one that I have here, because I keep getting messed up. Give me a second, folks. Edit. Okay, here's the new address. Paste. Save. Okay, so now 3605. Okay. All right, little green hydro steam pets, show schematics. Okay, what can I find? Okay, so one is called a water pump. Water pump is 1638902 if anybody's interested in that. And the other one is called the pump steam. Okay. The water pump is the big one, and the pump steam is the small one. So, and the pump steam number is 1638903. That's the number for that part. Okay, what can we get here? What can we buy? Okay, can we buy the steamer, the heater coil? Let me see. Hydro rinks, steam, no, that's not it. Tough stain, number 5, nope, that's not it. Tough stain again, that's not it. Receiver, clean tank, foam, nope. The knob we can buy. Caster, no. The dirty tank I can buy. The air stack, which is this is the air stack. It's good to know. That's the name. The wrap cord I can get. Assembly hose I can get. The sole plate, number 3, which is this. I can, you know, if you need a replacement, you can always order that. And water pump and the clean tank. So in other words, guys, if I actually need to replace this, I can't. That's what it looks like. Looks like I can't buy this piece. Okay? This is your steam. All right. This so far, that's what it is so far. Let me take this off and see if I can see what's under here from this angle. Okay? No. This is just for hanging the tools. I can't see the steamer from here. I can't seem to get access to it. Let me see if there's any other screws. Any other screws? Well, maybe that's what this is for, guys. Maybe these screws that I was taking out here is so I can get access to this section. Maybe that's what this is for. See that? I can halfway lift it up. So I'm assuming if I really try, I should be able to get this side up so I can get access to the steam, this compartment right here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, come on. Brienne, problem solving. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I'm doing, and you know, it's not for all people. Some people want to see action and all that stuff, and jokes and everything else. But right now, I'm really trying to figure out where the next. This is the hold up, and I'm wondering if something is here holding this up. And I really don't want to mess with this. I don't want to mess with this. I would hate that I mess with it, you know, because it's still a new machine. I'm just checking it out. It came off. All right, so now to properly mess with this, you would probably have to take your wiring out, right? And I really don't want to do that right now. But if I know Brianna, she will say, Wayne, but for science. Now, if I do it in the middle, if I leave my wiring in the middle, it looks like I have some room to wiggle up, but not too far up. I just want to see what's underneath. There you go. Okay, so there are 2 screws holding this down. And I was just trying to see, okay, oh man, this is awesome. Okay, so, okay, all right. So this was happening with it. This is how this thing works. So this is your auto receiver right here, okay? Water is coming out of both of these. They have 2 lines running out of this thing, okay? One line runs straight to here. Water comes straight here. It don't pass through the heater. The other line, the water comes in. This is the steam pump. It gets pushed up, down into here. It goes through the heater. Okay, so if you can see, you see the 2 white lines right there? It goes to the heater and it comes out the other side. Okay, so it goes into the heater on this side, and it comes out on the other side. Okay, so that's how this works. Okay, so if you're having an issue with your water spraying, then that's the water pump issue. And if you have an issue with the steam, then you have two issues. Either the heater is not heating, the steam pump is not doing its job. Those will be the two issues that you may run into with this thing. Okay, suction is normally, you got some filter stuff going on here, something. Suction is really a minor thing. All right, so this is just a little walkthrough to see how this thing works. Because as long as you understand how it works, you can kind of figure out where the problem is coming from, like what's causing this problem. So again, then you may have other issues like circuit board, the lights are not doing their job, or the signals are not sending properly. Those are possible, but I'm thinking the pumps are more likely in a lot of these units than the circuit board not doing its job. I would always lean towards the pump first, right? Before I think that is the board. Okay. As for the heater, that might be a wiring or signal issue when it comes to the heater, because heaters are very basic. It gets enough electricity, it heats up, and that's nothing too complicated there. All right. Let me try to put this back together, and I have 5 minutes. Where's Brianne? Okay, I got 5 minutes to try to put this back together. Okay, so it snaps in. So it's a snap in. That's why it felt like weird. It's a snap. It's just a snap in. Okay, and let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, look at that. Not that difficult, right? And this is your stack. Okay. Which one is the suction again? I think the suction would be on this side. Nope. It's this side. This is suction. Suction, wait, let me make sure. Yeah, the suction is over here. The water comes in and gets sucked in here. And the tubing would be closer to this side too. This opening here, this opening would make sense if it was lying right underneath this. And this should be lying right underneath the duct that leads to the motor. So let me just put this in here real quick, and let's verify that. All right. Come on, buddy. So, Brianne, they got this new superhero that I guess they're giving a whole lot of flack over. Disney, called Captain Durag. Captain Durag. What's so funny? If the show was funny, it would work. If it's funny, if it's a skit. But if it's just like, you guys don't know. You guys can't get out of your own way, right? Oh my God! If it was funny, it would be fine. What did I just do? Let me put some screws in here. I don't want this to fall off again. You know what I'm saying? If it was funny, then yeah. But Captain Durag, I was like, man. Some of these people, man, they need their imagination. Their imagination just took a vacation or something, or it's working exactly the way it was designed to work. Meaning that I need you to come up with something like really. We need some controversy. We need to send a message, Either it's working exactly the way it's supposed to work, or these guys' imagination went someplace else. Okay? I can imagine why like books are so much better than movies when it comes to, you know, the author is coming up with the story and they're thinking it through, and then they're gonna try to, let's say, put something to script, and they just ruin the whole thing. Okay, let's see if I can remember right. Did I do this right? All right, now I knew that something was under here, right? That's why I lift this up, because it was underneath, it was hiding. Right, so if I do this right, one side is for steam and the other side, and you know what, when you take this off, be aware of this, by the way. Be aware of this, because I didn't pay attention to it. Which side went where. It makes sense that this is on the inside and this is on the outside, right? Based on how they're laid up. So I'm assuming, in other words, guys, it shouldn't be twisted. You shouldn't have it twisted any other way. And it don't even look like it allows you to twist it when you're putting this back. It just looks like it allows you to just to go underneath like this. It just allows you, sorry about that. It just allows you, when you're putting this back, to just go underneath. You got me? It's not allowing you to even twist it. So I don't think you can even mess it up if you tried. Okay? So I don't think you have to be worried. Now this has two openings for screws is going to go over a section for screws. Okay? So when you put it underneath the duct, let me lift this up some. That's what's happening. That's the problem I'm dealing with. When you put this underneath the duct, you're going to put it over these this area right here where there's going to be two, it's going to look like support for screws right here. Okay, come on, just sit. Sit down now. All right, sit down, sit down. Just sit down. Okay, now that it's there. Okay, look at that, that worked out. Okay, and I can put this guy back in place. Okay, these guys are back, and I'm gonna put my two screws back in. These are the mini screws, little tiny little baby screws. I think I did that right. Yeah, because right, isn't that right? Yep. Let me just put one of these in here for now. My hands are shaking again, pissing me off. I hope I did that right. Hold on. If not, then I'll just undo it. Nope, it's not going in. Shite. It's this. How skinny is this one? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, oh, we're all good. Yeah, what the hell, bro? I guess when you get a certain age, man, all these little things start bugging you. Hey, Alfonso, what's up? Oh man, you start like, what the hell are you going like this? You ever see it? It's like, what's going on? Hold on. Oh my gosh, man. And I draw too. Can't be shaking while I'm drawing, man. Lines all over the place. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. So that's that. All right. So now that I did that, let's put the hose in. Oh, I see the other screw. Let's put this hose in. Look at that, and it just fits right into place. And let me put this back. So if you have one of these little machines here, and you want to swap out your pump, you know, the clips just come right off. That's it. The clips come off here. Well, this one, let me see. Yep, the clips come off here, and the clips come off here. You just take the old pump out, pop the new pump in, hook up your wiring, and just repeat. Just rinse and repeat. You don't have to come up with nothing new. It seems very easy. This is your fan duct right here for your motor. I'm sorry, and then it draws a suction here. Now, if you notice, right, the only filter that protects this motor is this red filter up here. Hold on, let me just put this guy back. Give me a second. Let me put this guy back. Put this guy back in there before I turn it over. So what happens to a lot of motors, guys? One, rust, because they suck in some water. And two, a lot of fibers would get inside the motors and jam up the fans. Okay? So, let me see. Yeah, if I put this side. Yep. Yep. Hold on. Let me make sure that this guy's sitting down properly. Snug like a bug in a rug. Okay. Hold on. I don't want to be pushed. I don't want to force it. This thing needs to go on like even without no problems. Oh, I see the problem. These guys right here. You see this? See that? This guy is supposed to be sitting in his little cubby right here. And this guy is supposed to be sitting in his little cubby right here. See, if you feel the force, you know something's wrong. There you go. There you go. There you go. Excelente. All right? And remember I said about the screws. The big guys are in the middle, and the little guys are on the side. All right? So, guys, that's it. That's how this baby works. Well, I mean, that's how you can get access to repair. You need to replace a pump or a hose, okay? Fairly simple. Hold on, let me finish the big guys again. Not enough screws, Brian. We need more. Just one. I mean, I think one more screw would be perfect for this. Just one more. I don't think we have enough. What do you think? I need a better drill bit. I don't think we have enough screws. Ha! That's what it is. That's what it is, man. That's done. Stay positive. See you guys next time. Maybe I might see some of you guys later today. And don't forget, don't take any wooden nickels.